It seems that for years now we've been watching this humanitarian crisis unfold in Aleppo in particular. No water, food, medicine for the residents there. How many people are we talking about, and how many children are in imminent danger there?
In eastern Aleppo, at least 250,000 people are currently under these attacks, and that includes at least 100,000 children in this densely populated urban area. These are densely populated urban neighbourhoods where children are huddled with their families under the attacks and bombardments.
What do these people need then? What's the most urgent need? Is it food? Is it water? Is it medicine? And how are you managing to meet those needs, if at all?
The absolute first need is for the attacks and the bombardments to stop. There is no way that aerial attacks or that any kind of attacks in this urban, densely populated area will not kill children. We are seeing children killed every day, and scores are being injured, pulled from the rubble. And then the next need we see there is that the devastated health system is overwhelmed, and doctors and health workers just cannot treat these children. Lives are being lost in the bombardments. Lives are being lost on the floors of these makeshift clinics when doctors don't have the supplies, don't have the people to treat children. One of our local doctor partners told us in eastern Aleppo last night that they have to leave the most seriously injured children to die because they just cannot save them. They do not have the medicines, they do not have the equipment, and they do not have the specialist personnel. There are only about 30 doctors left in eastern Aleppo. So the attacks need to stop. There is no way to attack in eastern Aleppo without killing children. And then we urgently need to get in medical supplies. We need to urgently have a way to treat injured children, to treat injured civilians, and to bring in other urgently needed supplies of nutrition, of food. We need to get the clean water running again, which was damaged in these attacks days ago. These are all urgent humanitarian needs. We're ready to go, but first of all, it's desperate for children in eastern Aleppo that these attacks stop.
What do you want the world to do now? Are ceasefires enough, or do you want no-fly zones or military action by outside forces? What do you want?
Well, we're UNICEF, and we as the Children's Agency of the United Nations, but all of the United Nations and our humanitarian partners here, the first thing is stop killing children, stop killing civilians. There is no way to conduct military operations against a densely populated urban area full of families, full of children, 100,000 children. Every single day this continues, children and families will be killed. So that's what we ask. The rest of it, it's desperate that those with power to have this attacks and killing stop, sit down, talk and make it happen. But that's the first thing. And then open up the gates. Let us in with the urgently needed supplies, the urgently needed assistance to help the injured, help the wounded, and to get food and other essentials, clean water to the people so they can stay alive.
Kieran Dwyer, we very much appreciate your depiction there of the horror, the chaos going on in and around Syria at the moment. Kieran Dwyer is with UNICEF. Thank you very much.